just like, man, yo, I have to do this. Why black men refuse to date black women? Now, I know a lot of my audience is not black, but this is a hot topic within our community, the black community. And I'm just going to speak on it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm in the mix. Although I am 50 years old, people my age are still, getting married and or desiring to get married, you know. However, it's just not that easy. Now, black women are what, double? There's like 1 point something million more black women in America than there is men. Then you take out the incarcerated, you take out the marriage, you take out the ones who are gay, you take out the ones who are don't have a high school diploma. Then some women will take out the ones who don't have a degree. I've actually had a woman to say that, when you get a degree, come see me type of thing. She said that. So you take out the ones who don't have a degree, take out the ones who don't have a job, don't have a high school diploma, incarcerated, gay, and the ones that are already married, and you got maybe 20% left. Maybe 20%. So then you have this influx of educated women, big ups to, the educated women, and they're trying to find somebody to match their stride. So the chances of you finding some, a college graduate is better if you found them while you're in college. But, the chances there are still slim and none, because you may find yourself, a guy there, but, things go along, and next thing you know, you guys break up, and he's out, messing with the other $1.5 million or a million available women out there. $1 million, I wish. But nonetheless, so then you have, what you have then is you have women who are settling, and when they start settling, this turns into promiscuity. And once that starts coming along, and a guy senses that, even when you do find a good guy, and he finds out, all this stuff has been going on, especially if you stay in the same hood, then he's like looking at you like, are you going to cheat on me? You look good, you're smart, you're pretty, but I know guys who you've been with, guys, and I'm just wondering, are you going to cheat on me? You know what I'm saying? Then you have the whole MGTOW movement, which is men go their own way. And that situation is a lot of it is around the white community, because you'll find most of the feminists are white. The white women and the black women don't really have the same complaint, because the white women are getting married before the black women all day long. They're beating them down the altar. But when they do, they're also beating them to the divorce court. You know what I'm saying? And then the white men are getting trounced in divorce court. They don't stand a ghost of a chance in divorce court. And not unless that judge is just sympathetic to the fact that men are getting slaughtered in divorce court. And a lot of times this, spills over into black women too, once they, married. Because the divorce rate right now is 50% in America. And a lot of this is blamed on Hollywood, because of what we perceive. Hollywood is the perception of America. You look at Hollywood, you're going, that's the way it actually is. No, it's Hollywood. But, people look at that and they want to imitate or emulate that. But nonetheless, so as a black man, my age, or let me say what I used to do from 30 to 50. I used to go to the club. But what I found out was I was going to the club and I was seeing the same woman who, and I would start dating her, and then she would break up with me or not want to see me or not want to sleep with me anymore. Next thing you know, she's sleeping with a guy I knew. And I'm just like, and then she'll stop messing with him and the next guy. And we're all in the same club. And I'm like, wait a minute, this, I had to get out of that. I had to cut it out. It was just like, she was just going from man to man to man to man and wouldn't stay with one. Just, you got the attention of one who wants to get to know you and your kid, but You just want to hop from dude to dude to dude to dude. So you have a lot of this going on because in their head, this is their acceptance. This is what they think that they're worth. And they'll fuss at you in a minute. I'm worth more than that. No, you're not. You're worth what you want to be worth. If you want to be more, then you'll be more. If you don't want to be more, then you won't be more. That's all there is to it. Especially when you have a choice, when you have black men coming up to you like, yeah, let's talk, let's get it. I've had some women that just wanted to get to know me for sex, and I was like, I don't want to do that. Like, I want to come home to, my woman, but as I got into my 40s, I just really learned that it's just not gonna happen. That's what these black women did. Even the married chicks was coming after me. It's like there's just no hope. Like the women you want are they just don't want to be worth their salt. They don't want to be worth their weight because they're pretty. They can go out and screw anyone, and they just do that and do that. Then they get used up. Then they try to come back to you. I've had that happen too. You get all used up by 30 dudes, and now you want me to be a loving, affectionate man? That's laughable. It's like these dudes is looking at me like, do you know what we used to do to this woman? Like, and what we probably are still doing to her, and you kissing on? Nah, I'm done. So you have a lot of that. And then, of course, the monetary situation where you have a lot of black men who, they don't stand a chance when it comes to the job, especially if they're 6'2", tall like me, dark skinned people. Employers used to look at me and just be like, no. Don't ask me if I have the skills. And I have a really good resume. Still, absolutely not. Then you get in there and the black women help put you out. That's happened between me and a couple of friends of mine. Those black women just was like, nope, we're getting you out of here, especially if you don't want to date any of us. So you have that whole dichotomy going on, and I talked about this before, but if black men, there's a lot of black men who are employed, there's a lot of black men who are educated, but black men now are afraid. You know what I'm saying? They're afraid to put that ring on their finger. They're afraid of the demand. They are afraid every time you leave the house, are you going to come back with somebody else's, whatever all over you. They're afraid. Why? Because we know the drill. We either done it or we've seen people who've done it. We know what you're like. You're afraid. You don't care how innocent she looks. You don't. You know. You know what goes on. You're like, I can't put a ring on it. I know, and I know what you're gonna do. Then the whole court system, baby mama drama. I was fortunate. I didn't really go through too much of that, you know what I'm saying? But the court system and the child support, that even if the woman doesn't report you to child support, and the hospital will report you to child support, like what? Even if the kid is not yours, it's still you. Somebody's gonna pay for that child. The court's gonna get their money. It's like, this is not my child. You don't have the DNA and all this. Guess what? You're paying for this child until the court figures it out, and that could be years. A woman can just come along out of nowhere and be like, this is the father of my child. And you're like, I have no idea who you are. Never saw you before. Next thing you know, you got papers in the mail. It's scary now because the girls look so good, but they minds on everything. You're afraid, and you're just getting older and older. And the women are talking about the clocks are ticking, and they're hitting 30s and whatnot. You still run around with attitudes and whatnot, but you just loud, want to fight you. They think they can hit you now. They think they can just walk up and the whole feminist movement got them thinking that they can't, take an L. You're just like, what planet are you living on? Like, I'm a grown-ass man. Take that somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? When you don't want to date them anymore because, they're flipping out or the family's crazy. The family want to come in and move in your whole crib and take over and go on the refrigerator whenever they... It's like, get out of it. Like, I don't want, nah, you got to get rid of her to get rid of them. You get rid of them, then They mess all your stuff up. It's like, it's not worth it. So, for you younger guys, I feel sorry for you because you're young, you're horny, you're good looking, you want to go out there and knock off some of these chicks. It's Russian roulette. You get one of those, you jump in bed with one of those girls, that might be the rest of your life. You might be stuck with that girl, the one that you don't want to be stuck with. For the good girls out there who ain't out there, parking lot pimping, hoeing, acting a fool, I feel sorry for y'all. I do, because I know a few good women. You know what I'm saying? Good black women. Like, I know a couple, like small, very small, and I feel sorry for them. Hell, I tried to marry one of them. But, when you have kids, and the kids don't mesh with you, then the marriage is going to be hell on wheels. You're like, wait, I'm supporting this little loudmouth kid who can't stand me, and I'm not doing that. I'm not feeding this little brat. I'm out. So that's just all I have to say about that. Black women, it's a shame because I'd love to have me a Kandaki black queen. Just, woo, mine on mine, but it's just not. It's not realistic. It's not. She's going to want to go to the club. She's going to want to drink and smoke up and pop Xannies and whatever to be on Instagram and showing off her ass on Instagram. You got to have your body all over for everybody to see just so you get more attention. Like, my attention is not enough. It just isn't enough. It's not enough today. It's not enough. So, you guys who are just hitting it and quitting, I don't suggest that either. I don't do none of that. But it's a shame. For those of you who do got a, good girl, you know what I'm saying? A good man is in your life, hold on to that with both hands. Like this. Get married up, know the law. If you're going to have kids, don't leave each other because of some stupid hoochie online or some dumbass stupid argument. Brush all that aside. Get founded in Christ, like get bound to Christ, like for real. Because if you think because the other girl's booty's bigger that the sex is better, you are seriously delusional. There are plenty of big booty girls out there. That's what black women are. You know what I'm saying? They built gorgeous. They built like that. They built to be attractive. There's plenty of them out there. But if you leave your good woman to chase some big booty, you wasn't worth it, bro. You wasn't worth it. You know what I'm saying? And if your girl is going around sleeping with your friends, then you have no choice but to ditch it. You know what I'm saying? I have no choice. And I feel sorry for y'all. Most of all, I feel sorry for the kids. Because the kids got to live through that. They're going to cry. They're going to miss each other's parents. They're going to be like, why aren't y'all married? They're going to want to know, naturally, why aren't we together? This should be a unit. Why do I got to cross town to see daddy? You know what I'm saying? And why do I have to see him once a week? Why can't I wake up and see dad? Go in the room, boom, there's mom and dad. Yo, what's up? It's Saturday. Are we going out to, to the park and play frisbee and all that good stuff that families are supposed to do as a nucleus? But there's none of that. That's why your father's not here and there's a strange man in my bed, so I'll talk to you when he gets done with me. That's what it is. It's your boy Tone 202.